Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Special thanks to all of my patrons. My name's Neil and it's time for the next episode of Lost. In a lot of ways, the season premiere of season 5, guys, our last episode, really served the purpose that the typical season finale on Lost served. It introduced an entirely new thing that we have to wrap our heads around, namely our survivors jumping through time back and forth, which in and of itself is just a lot to process and wrap our heads around. It hasn't stopped yet, it's still going on, but Daniel managed to get a message to past tense Desmond. I don't know how else to describe him, but 2 or 3 years ago Desmond, 2 or 3 years prior to the crash of 850, 2002 Desmond, Hatch Desmond, got a message to him to come see him in Oxford if he ever gets off the island, if the chopper ever gets away. So that's going to happen. Hurley and Sayid seem to be on the run. So is Kate separately. Sun and Widmore are talking about killing Linus. Ben is in fact with Jack, and they are in the process of trying to reunite the Oceanic Six and go back to the island. They have to find the island, and they also have to find everybody else who don't want to be found, it seems. And Dan, who is our expert on the space-time continuum and time travel and all the rest of it, is the only one I can assume that will know how to stop the record from skipping, stop these time jumps from happening, and let our survivors re-establish their existence on the island. Now, Locke's going through his own journey. He's made contact with Ethan first and then Richard. We should anticipate another interaction or two with Richard. But yeah, it's just so much fun at this point, because anything can happen, and if you're in the right mind space like I am, then anything crazy happening is just awesome, especially if it advances the story and it fits with what we already know. And I am fully on board. I like our new core of survivors. There's some really interesting dynamics in there that I want to see explored. I mean, we're down to, there's still a bunch of extras and Rose and Bernard left on the beach, but we've got Sawyer and Juliet and Dan and Charlotte and Miles that are sort of our main new core. And I mean, it's kind of crazy that Sawyer let loose with a "Who are you?" to Dan, and it's like they've clearly crossed paths, but it's almost like a throwback to expose that Sawyer doesn't necessarily remember who people are or something. Or is it possible that they actually went through all of season 3 and 4, all of season 4 without actually crossing paths? I can't buy that. But maybe that's true, because Sawyer did go away with Locke and didn't return until late, and just briefly handed off the baby before rushing back in to find Jack. Maybe they never actually crossed paths. Is that possible? Until now? I love it if it's true, and I love that the writers keep track of that stuff, because there's so many potential in relationships that it takes a ton to track all of that stuff. Now, what I'm also hoping that we get an answer to, it may not happen in this episode, but I hope it happens soon, is the fate of Michael and Jin. I've learned enough on this show that you certainly don't believe somebody's dead if you don't see the body, and even if you see the body, you should still be doubting it to a great degree. But in my mind, it's entirely possible that Christian, whether he's like a stand-in for Jacob or whether he's something else, got Michael off the freighter just before it blew up. And Jin was on deck just before it blew up as well. But was he smart enough to dive off it before it blew? We've certainly seen him survive shipwrecks before. He survived the raft burning and sinking. Would have blown our minds if these guys showed up on the island, and if they did, are they experiencing the same jumps that the rest of our survivors are? And here's another question: why aren't the others experiencing those same jumps? What differentiates these two groups of people on the island? Anyway, I'm eager to jump into this. I have many more questions than answers at this point, so let's watch episode 2 of season 5, guys. This one's called The Lie. 3 years ago. This looks like Kate's kitchen, maybe? Is Jack getting drunk? No, we're on a ship. Maybe. Jerky Island? Oh, Jekyll Island. Okay. Oh, we're on the Searcher!
Dude, they'll find out.
Not if we stick to the story.
Ah, so we're
I don't know, Jack.
going through the...
It's the only way we have to do.
Frank.
So are we all okay with this?
This is a decision that will affect the rest of our lives.
Whatever you guys decide, I'll just roll with.
Frank's so chill.
I think I'm nuts if I tell the truth, but what if we all do? And if we can stick together, we can make them believe us. I don't want to spend the rest of my life lying, do you?
No. But I don't believe we have a better choice.
Of course Hurley never wanted to lie.
And someday you're going to need my help, and I'm telling you right now.
You're not going to get it.
You're not getting it.
Wow. And now he's helping them. They're on the run.
Hey!
Hurley's not shot or anything. Is that just the blood of... Whose blood is that exactly? Eyes on the road, Hurley. We've seen you wipe out before.
No, what do I do?
You pull over in your dressing gown.
Okay.
Who is it?
Just
Who is it?
What the hell were you thinking?
What the hell?
And why'd you pull over?
I just...
What the...
I thought...
You didn't think. What if I were real?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bro, you need to pull it together. You've got a lot of work to do.
What an awesome, fun cameo.
You need new clothes. And take Sayid to somebody you trust. You getting all this?
Jack.
Yeah.
It's got to be Jack, right?
Then get to it. Do not get arrested.
Thanks, Santa Lucia.
Oh yeah, Libby says hi.
Oh my god, what a throwaway amazing line. Libby says hi. Oh, my heart.
Well, you heard her?
Hurley, keep it together, dude. I have faith you can do this. Oh, please be able to do this. He hallucinated Ana Lucia to talk some sense into himself. I love it.
Who cares about fire? Any minute the sky could light up, and who the hell knows what could happen this time?
Neil,
It's Frogger.
we're trying
It's
to
Neil.
focus on what we can control. You're either going to help or be quiet.
Fair enough. I'll be quiet.
It's mine.
Not now.
Can I have it?
Yes.
What does it matter? We're all gonna be dead by sundown.
Take that as a yes, Frogert.
It's Neil.
Yeah.
You guys don't know how happy I am that there's a character on Lost named Neil. And that he's annoying and named Frogert just makes me thrilled. How much are they jumping?
Welcome back, Dr. Wizard.
I think it's Mr. Wizard.
Shut up.
I need to calculate a new bearing, and...
What, 305 doesn't work anymore?
I need to determine where we are now,
Okay.
in time. I promise to pay you back.
I like the little touches like Sayid's got euros in his wallet as well. Because of course he does. He's Sayid.
Wait right here.
Lock the car. Hurley needs clothes. I heart my Shih Tzu.
I like Shih Tzus.
It looks like you hurt them. I know you from somewhere, don't I?
Triple murder.
No, I just have one of those faces.
You're lying.
Hurley doesn't want to like lying.
I don't believe in lying.
You're one of the Oceanic Six.
You're the guy who won the lottery. So good luck.
Sorry, wrong dude.
He is definitely not good luck. Oh, is that Kate? Call him. He'll help. No. Uh-oh.
I can't believe it's you.
Who is it?
Wait, you're in LA?
I think it's Sun. That would be my bet. Because she was flying to LA. And she wouldn't be expected to be in LA.
Are you looking for your pills, Jack?
I flushed him down the toilet.
Thank you. I was just gonna do that myself.
Yeah, I figured you were. If there's anything in this life you want, hack it, because you're never coming back.
Never.
Good.
John's casket is outside in a carpet van. I need to move it somewhere safe.
Safe. He's dead, isn't he?
I'll see you in 6 hours, Jack.
He doesn't answer it. And Richard tells him he has to die. Of course the others may have a way to... Oh, jeez. Cheech, you don't eat that much caviar. It's not even good with salami. Okay, this is Hurley and Sayid, obviously.
Hey, Dad. How's it going?
Well, you wanted it again? Yeah, kinda. You got shot by a dart. A dart? Were we in the zoo or something?
No, we're at the safe house.
A safe house?
LAPD, you open the gate, please.
Just what kind of trouble are you in? Dad, please. it's
Triple
not time
murder,
over
no
here.
big deal. Don't even look, Hurley. This is how you get spotted.
You killed 3 people?
Nope.
No. Sayid did. Oh, that's better. Come on, let's get him to the couch. You saved me. We should call a lawyer. Who is after you? I don't know.
Sayid knows.
He can explain. We need a doctor.
Call Jack.
I think I know what to do.
So I want you to press number 31.
31, guys.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying, it's the 7th number. Just saying. Do you guys know the number pi? It starts 3.1, and after that, 4.
Hi.
3.14159. 3.1415. 342.
Have a nice day. I'll be right with you.
The numbers live, guys. The numbers live. All right, I need to put a body in your cold storage.
Hello, Ben.
Oh. Who's she? Or does he just live in the
I have
neighborhood?
something very important in my van, Jill, and I need you to watch it for me.
Is it what I think it is?
It is.
Go be safe with me.
Have Gabriel and Jeffrey checked in yet?
Yeah, everything's moving right on schedule. How's it going,
Jill,
Shepard?
Gabriel, Jeffrey. Ben has cohorts in the real world. Still no fire.
I thought you said you knew how to start a fire.
And I thought you said you didn't care.
I care about surviving.
I think you need to take a time out, Neil. You'll get it, Bernard, you will.
Yeah, all right.
Just try again.
Ugh.
I just can't seem to shake this bloody headache.
I'm sure it'll pass.
It was not just that. All of a sudden, I couldn't remember her maiden name. I mean, isn't that odd?
Don't worry about it. Listen.
Dan's memory was going last season, when we never really figured out why. Is it starting to happen to her, too?
Do you know what's happening to me?
We don't have anything. And it wouldn't even matter if we did, because Bernie the dentist can't even start a fire.
Ease up there, Frogurt.
It's Neil, you inbred. And I'm not gonna ease up, because I'm tired, and I'm hungry, and I'm screwed. We're all
Calm down, Neil. We're gonna get through this.
How are any of us gonna get through this? Did you hear what I just said? We can't even get fire!
What the hell? Flaming arrows. Is Frogurt dead? Well, at least the pig will get roasted, but what the? Frogurt's dead. Frogurt. What the hell? Somebody keep one of these going. You're gonna want fire.
Come on, he's dead.
Flaming arrows.
Dude, the cops are on a stakeout. They think you're crazy enough to come back home. Do you think I am? Well, either that or you're lying to me.
Hurley doesn't like to lie. He doesn't like to, but doesn't mean he won't.
I'm not crazy. And I have a really good reason why I'm lying to you. What is it?
Why there's a dead Pakistani on my couch?
He's not dead, Ma.
He's not Pakistani either.
Officers?
Clearly they're hiding in the back, but...
Kate, are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you?
Come on, talk it out. You guys are good friends, right? Nothing bad happened between you two.
Somebody knows we're lying. Who do these lawyers represent? They wouldn't tell me who their client is. Then they're not interested in exposing the lie. They don't care that we're lying. They just want Aaron. Who would do that? I don't know. Wouldn't you do anything you had to in order to keep Aaron?
What kind of a person do you think I am?
Is this part of Sun's plan with Widmore?
The kind of person who makes hard decisions when she has to. And you said you'd get Jin.
Does she blame Kate?
I'm so sorry. I don't blame you.
Hugo said I could trust you. Can I?
Oh, so Dad's just going to get Jack
Yes,
on his own.
Of course.
Okay. Or, oh no, they are still in the car. Oh, they just Sayid. Okay.
But with all due respect to you, Dr. Shepard, when this is over, you're going to do something for me.
What?
Stay away from Hugo. Something tells me you don't have his best interests at heart. So stay away from my son.
Ben, you'll never guess who just showed up at my door.
So many moving pieces.
How can anybody want to hurt you?
I don't know.
Terrible liar. Especially to mothers.
Tell your mother the truth.
Where do you start?
See, we did crash. But it was on this crazy island. And we waited for rescue, and there wasn't a rescue. And then there was a smoke monster. And then there were other people on the island. We called them the others. And they started attacking us. And we found some hatches, and there was a button you had to push every 180 minutes, or... Well, I was never really clear on that. But the others didn't have anything to do with the hatches. That was the Dharma initiative. They were all dead. The others killed them. And now they're trying to kill us. And then we teamed up with the others because some worse people were coming on a freighter. Desmond's girlfriend's father sent them to kill us. So we stole their helicopter, we flew to their freighter, but it blew up. And we couldn't go back to the island because it disappeared. So then we crashed in the ocean, and we floated there for a while, so a boat came and picked us up. And by then there were 6 of us. That part was true.
I believe you.
Yeah, she does.
I don't understand you.
But I believe.
But I believe you.
She knows her son. She's a good mom. There's not a lot of good moms on this show. But she's a good mom.
We shouldn't have lied.
Oh, my heart breaks for Hurley.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Where are all the others? Where's everyone else?
Something jammed.
Oh, gross. Is this going to be Locke? Is this going to be... someone with a gun?
Just try.
Oh! Who? Who are they? Who are they? Are they Dharma?
What are you
No.
doing on our island?
Who? How far back are they?
Come on, Sayid. Come on.
Whoa!
Sayid!
Sorry. You're okay. Where's Hurley?
Hello, Hugo.
Get away from me.
The police didn't see me come in. I can get you out of here.
No way, dude. Sayid warned me about you.
Yeah.
I'm taking you to Sayid.
Whatever whatever Ben says, do the opposite. The last thing Sayid told him.
You're playing one of your mind games. They'd never trust you.
In their defense, I'm not an easy person to trust. We all want the same thing.
What's that?
To go back.
To go back to the island. Come with us, Hugo. You can stop worrying about the stories and the deceptions. You won't ever have to lie again.
Man, he knows exactly what buttons to push. He knows exactly what buttons to push.
Let me help you.
But what is he up to? Who are these other people he's working with?
Never, dude.
Oh!
Hey! Hey, you got me!
Big Show got killed. It's me! Slowly drop down to your knees!
I'm a murderer. I killed 4 people. 3 people. However many I did, I killed them. I killed them. Just get me away from here.
Wow. This isn't going to be easy. Who are these guys?
I'm gonna make this quite simple for you.
They're
You're
like
gonna tell me what you're doing,
US
how many
military?
of you there are, and how you got here.
Who are they? They look military, like Marines or something. They're not showing insignias, but... Is it Richard? Is it Locke?
James. Juliet. Nice to see you.
Ah! Is this Dan's mother? This feels Oxfordy. It's old school timing. No, are we in a... Yeah, old school computer. What is going on? This is Dharma Initiative. I saw the logo. Okay. Who is she? Is this the woman in the butcher shop? Is this in the real world? Or is this on the island?
Any luck?
Yes. What about you?
I'm having some difficulty.
Oh, you better get busy, because you only have 70 hours.
What? No, that's not enough time.
70 hours?
70 hours is what you've got.
It's the woman from... It's the woman from the antique shop that Desmond ran into.
What happens if I can't get them all to come back?
Then God help us all.
Man, the new stuff's coming fast and furious. Okay, so we all recognize from when Desmond was jumping back and forth. He had an encounter with that woman in London in the antique shop where he was going to buy the ring for Penny. The first time he chose not to, but in this version he did buy it, and she had that crazy moment where it's like, you're not supposed to do that. That's not how it works. I think she's the one that even gave us the line, the universe has a way of course correcting. So she's aligned with Ben, and Ben almost answers to her. Like she is not an underling to Ben. They are at least equals. Anyway. So now we know Ben only has 70 hours to get the group back together again. Hurley got himself arrested to escape Ben. I thought Ben had pushed the buttons because he knew exactly what buttons to push. He'll never have to lie again. But Hurley, acting on Sayid's advice, because the last thing Sayid ever told him before he got tranked was, whatever Ben says to do the complete opposite. And so Hurley's still on that mind frame. He turns himself in as opposed to going with Ben. I feel like there might have been a third option there, but in any case, that's what he did. Jack and Sayid are together. Sun and Kate are together. Is Sun... I don't fully trust Sun right now because she's had these meetings with Widmore, and what's that about? I feel like... I thought it was so clear at the end of last season who the second person that she blamed was, and now, is it Jack? Is it Kate? Is it Ben? I don't know. Who are these guys on... Okay, next big mystery. When are the survivors? You know, they jumped towards the end of last episode, right after Dan found Desmond. Did they jump into the future? Did they jump even further into the past? These guys they're wearing vaguely military garb, but I didn't see any insignia, just the name patches. The uniforms are kind of U.S. Marine-y, but the one guy had a slight British accent. Jones, I think his name said that's what his patch said his name was. So who are they? Is this pre-Dharma initiative? Is this post the island moving, like well into the future? Now here's what I don't get. Sorry guys, I know my ramblings are disjointed. They're even more disjointed today than normal just because there's so much new stuff being thrown at us. I want to go back to our older woman that Ben was with at the very end there, because she was doing research in this lab with the giant pendulum marking the floor and event horizons detected and all the rest of it. She was operating on like old machinery, like 1980s, early 90s Dharma Initiative computers. And the Dharma logo was subtly but widely spread out within that room. And it's in a church. It's in the basement of a church in LA in 2008. Like, why isn't the equipment updated? Why, like, is Ben actually working with does he know that she's Dharma Initiative? Is she Dharma Initiative? Are they just using a Dharma facility that's been abandoned? Ugh. You know, I deserve this because I said at the end of season 4, you know, a lot of stuff got answered. There were no big new mysteries to explain. It felt like a nice tying up of the bow in a lot of senses. And I think the writers realized that, and they're like, let's just throw a crap load of mysteries out right at the start of season 5, because that's what they're doing. So many new questions, so much going on, so many moving pieces. Sawyer, Juliet, and Locke are now together, so we can now assume that they've been jumping together every time there's been a flash on the island. They've moved together in time, back and forth. So that's good to know. But it's going to be a while before how much longer until they turn off these flashes? Is that synced to the 70 hours that we just found out about? We know all of our Oceanic 6 are in Los Angeles. It is possible. But yeah. I love the pacing and the energy of this series, and especially to kick off this season. It's just like hit the ground at a sprint, and we are going full bore ahead right away, throwing so many new storylines out there, and we're going to follow them all, but we can abandon entire ones for an entire episode or more, and it doesn't matter because there's so many other things happening. You know, like Desmond and Penny were supposed to be going to Oxford at the end of episode 1. We didn't see them at all this episode, and as much as you're wondering what's going to happen at Oxford, there's so much else happening that you don't even have time to think. Can I just, by the way, I can't believe that this is like the 7th thing I'm talking about in this episode. Neil Frogert. Finally. We kind of got him, but only in the mobisodes, the missing pieces between season 3 and season 4. We finally got to put a name to that, face to that name. We had heard Neil once or twice before, and we finally put an actor to the character of Neil. And God, as a defender of Neil's everywhere, allow me to say his reaction was completely justified. We are screwed, we're all gonna die. That being said, he was annoying. Give him a bunch of lines this episode and then kill him with a flaming arrow to the chest. What a glorious way to kill off a one-time, one episode survivor. Love it. Between this episode and the mobisode, I'm going to go through and sort of pull out Neil's greatest hits and use those sound clips for something. I don't know what, but it's just so fun. So fun to be included amongst the survivors. I feel a little special. I feel like there's other stuff that I'm completely forgetting to talk about because so much happened in this episode. I want to unpack the Sun and Kate meeting a little bit because Sun was already going to LA when she got pulled aside by Widmore. So Widmore hasn't sent her to LA. That's not part of her collaboration with him. But she is in LA. Was she going to LA in some sense to track down Ben? Possible. Or maybe she had some real world business, something to do with Pack Industries. Does she have reason to blame Kate for Jin's death? Absolutely. Kate told her to go back to the chopper that she would get Jin, and then Jack talked Kate out of it, and Kate didn't get Jin, and Jin died. You could blame Kate, you could blame Jack. Either one of them would be a completely reasonable assumption as to the other person that Sun blames. But I think you have to trust that interaction between the two women at the end, where Sun says, "I don't blame you," and Kate has this genuine look of not just relief, but the removal of guilt. Clearly that's some guilt that she has been carrying for 3 years. The two women are going to be the really hard ones to convince, I think, to go back to the island, and I don't know how it's going to happen, and I don't know who's going to do it, whether it's Jack or Ben or somebody else. I think Jack can persuade Sayid. I think Hurley wants to go, but knowing that Ben is involved may be a very hard thing for him to overcome. And who are these other people that Ben is working with? We met the woman in the butcher shop. I thought her name was Jill, but I may have misheard. I think I spoke over it both times it was said. Sorry for that. I'd love to put a name to the older woman the older British woman that we saw at the very end. That was a fun reveal. And Ben also mentioned a couple of other names in the butcher shop. Gabriel and something else. Ben has cohorts. Up until now in the real world, as far as we could tell, Ben's working alone. But there's somebody that he's working with in the real world. And God help us all if it doesn't work in the next 70 hours. They seem to have some connection to the Dharma Initiative, even though Ben has clearly burned the Dharma Initiative, purged the Dharma Initiative. So what's the dynamic there? Is Widmore somehow aligned with the Dharma Initiative, except Widmore and Ben are clearly at personal war, if nothing else? The problem is Right now, I don't have any vocabulary. When we were on the island, very early on, we called them the others. As soon as we met Danielle, we knew that the other presence on the island was the others. And so you could identify people as others. Now, it's much more nebulous. Are they Widmorians? Are they Linocytes? How did those players, how are they affiliated with the hostiles, the others, the Dharma initiative? Who are the others? Like what is their origin? How long have they been on the island? Have they always been on the island? Have they been there for thousands of years? We have many clues that there are parts of this island that are incredibly old, from the giant foot statue to the hieroglyphs carved in these caverns, these old temple ruins. Like it's been populated for ages. Perhaps not continuously. Perhaps it has been continuous. How did the Dharma Initiative find it? How did they, presumably that was through Hanso and the journal from the Black Rock. But how did the Dharma Initiative get established on the island? And were the others there at the hostiles there at the time? And why did the hostiles let them do so much to the island? I mean, it's all about the island. It's all about the mystery of what the island is, what it does, what it's all about. We're just starting the second to last season, but there are still 30 plus episodes of this amazing show ahead of us. There's going to be more mysteries before we get answers. That's pretty much the only thing I'm certain of on this show. I love that I don't know where it's going. I love that I don't know how it's all going to be resolved at the end. And I'm loving the ride. And I hope you guys are too. So until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.